The night was quiet, but its calmness was only a thin veil hiding the storm beneath. In the heart of the city, the luxury apartment building glowed with a soft light, highlighting its elegance and usual serenity. However, in one of the apartments, a scene unfolded that completely contradicted this outward tranquility. Detective Jonathan Black and his partner, Sarah Miller, arrived at the crime scene after receiving an emergency call. They knew that every passing minute meant more evidence disappearing. They were greeted by the sound of police sirens and the frantic dance of red and blue lights. They hurried up the stairs, their hearts pounding with tension, until they reached the 4th floor where apartment 402 was located. Upon entering the apartment, the first thing that caught their attention was the cleanliness and meticulous arrangement. Everything seemed perfectly in place, as if the killer was keen on leaving the place in its best condition. There was something suspicious about this eerie calmness. Their eyes continued to scan the room carefully until they saw the body of Marcus Bentley. Marcus was lying on his back in the middle of the luxurious living room, his eyes wide open, reflecting the shock and surprise of his final moment. He was wearing an elegant, formal suit, perhaps preparing for a date or an important meeting. But everything stopped at that horrific moment when the knife pierced his chest. Jonathan approached the body, his eyes catching every detail. He knew that anything here could be the key to solving the mystery. He examined the wound carefully, noticing that the knife had pierced the heart with surgical precision. He looked at Sarah and said in a low voice, "The killer knows what they're doing. This is not the work of an amateur." Sarah began to inspect the room, noting the precise arrangement of the furniture. There were no signs of struggle or fight. Everything was in its place. She gently ran her fingers over the clean surface of the table, looking for any trace the killer might have missed. She found a half-full glass of wine and a book open to a specific page. She carefully picked up the book, trying to read the open lines, perhaps looking for a clue or a message. She spoke with a voice full of curiosity. Marcus was reading before he was killed, and he was drinking wine. It looks like he was having a quiet break. Nothing suggests he was expecting an attack. Jonathan looked at the open window, where the curtains were gently fluttering with the night breeze. He approached it, trying to imagine how the killer entered or exited. He examined the window edges for any signs of intrusion, but found nothing. He said as he slowly stepped back, "It's likely the killer came in through the front door." Marcus knew them, trusted them enough to let them in. As they examined the scene, the forensic team arrived and began their work. There was a sense of anticipation in the air, everyone aware that solving this crime would not be easy. There were intertwined puzzles waiting to be deciphered. Jonathan took a deep breath, then turned to Sarah and said, "We need to talk to everyone who knew Marcus. Something in this room tells me the killer knew him well. Maybe it was someone close to him, someone he trusted." Sarah smiled faintly, determination clear. "Let's leave now. We have work to do. Marcus's past and relationships hold the key." They left, secrets untold,